Greetings from Eastern Nigeria and Dubai. Yet another news update for this Thursday. Continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu. Don't blame us for any breakdown of law and order in Nigeria. IPOB tells international community. Now the indigenous people of Biafra, that's the IPOB, has been reacting to the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu by the federal government of Nigeria. IPOB is saying, look, international community, global community, listen to us. If anything happened to Nigeria, if there's any breakdown of land order, please observe us. We are not responsible for that. Because Nigerian government is cutting disaster by the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu, even after court of competent jurisdiction, the appellate court, have freed the leader of the IPOB, and the United Nations Human Rights Working Group have said it, that the IPOB leader committed no offense, that it is Kenyan government and Nigerian government that committed crime, and they're supposed to pay compensation to the IPOB leader and apologize to him. Okay? Now, IPOB have made this statement through his media and public secretary, and they expressed displeasure over the silence of the United Nations, European Union, African Union, that's AU, and the economic community of West African states, that's ECOWAS, on the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu by the Nigerian system. Imapafu said, I quote, "We are saddened as the international community watches in silence as the health of our leader deteriorates in the solitary confinement dungeon of the Nigerian government, where he has been held illegally and unlawfully against all UN and Nigeria court orders for almost 2 years. We believe that the Nigerian government wants our leader to die in detention. It is also possible that DSS has given him a slow-acting poison, which is why his health keeps deteriorating to eventually kill him. In what we consider a conspiracy to kill our leader, the Nigerian Supreme Court, the Constitutional Court, refused to entertain an appeal from Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers over his deteriorating health. Instead, the Apex Court gave a wicked long adjournment of 4 months to an innocent man that appeal court justices have discharged and acquitted. In all these human rights and court abuses, there seems to be a conspiratory silence among international organizations and her affiliate human rights organizations. We are telling the international community and African Union, in particular, not to blame IPOB for whatever becomes the aftermath of Nigeria's continuous disobedience to both local and international laws in the case of Nnamdi Kanu now. We want the world to understand that IPOB is peaceful, but understands our right of self-defense. The gentleness of a tiger should not be taken as cowardice. Those who make peaceful revolution impossible make violent revolution inevitable. Our prayers are that the Nigerian government will do the needful on time, because if our leader falls in the hands of Nigeria, then Nigeria and her leaders will fall in the hands of Biafra." End of quote. And that is it. That is what we are talking about. People who are breaking the law. And when others break the law, you said it's a problem. So IPOB is saying, since the Nigerian government, they are not respecting the local and international laws in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, if there is any breakdown of law and order tomorrow, that international community should not blame IPOB, because they are not blaming Nigeria today for not obeying the court judgment. They are not blaming Nigeria today for not obeying the declaration of the United Nations Working Group on Human Rights. They are not obeying the court judgment of Umuahia, the Federal High Court in Umuahia, that awarded Onyendu about 500 million naira damages, or 500 billion naira, beg your pardon. So these are the things we're talking about. Are they obeying this court judgment? Nothing. They're not obeying it. So the IPOB is saying, look, if anything happens as the aftermath of this continued detention, we're not going to be held responsible or be held responsible. And so they're saying even the prayers of the IPOB leader to be taken to Kuje prisons. The court refused to grant it. So what are we not talking about? And people will be saying, look, that those who are making revolution impossible makes violent revolution inevitable. That's if you are making peaceful revolution impossible, you have made violent revolution inevitable. And that is what Nigerian government is doing. So IPOB at Alokwa that look, they are committed to see that the leader is released. They have done everything humanly possible. They have gone to court, they have hired lawyers, evidence lawyers, powerful lawyers, and they are arguing the case. But the Nigerian government is frustrating it. Even the issue of allowing the IPOB leader to have access to his personal physician. What are we talking about there? Nothing. They are frustrating it. Just physician. Nobody's talking about release. This prayer is for physician. It's not release. Yet the government is frustrating it. What about the prayers to Kuje prison? They are still saying, okay, let him be in prison, but let it be in Kuje. He's being frustrated. What is happening? What do you want? You want a cataclysm? You want a cataclysm, isn't it? You want a debacle, disaster. So that is what is happening. Nigeria government is courting disaster. All they are doing is a call to anarchy. It's a direct call to chaos. And now tomorrow they will say, oh, look at what the IPOB say. So Imam Afa said it. Whenever there's any court judgment in this country concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the DSS and the police will go to Southeast and commit crime. Yes, so that the case will continue to be adjourned and elongated. So they want to deceive international community. That's why we are telling the international community that you should sieve this information we're receiving from these people. Whatever is happening in eastern Nigeria, we are here to tell you this true story. The Nigerian government they are confusing the conventional media. They're intimidating and harassing them with DSS. That is what they're doing. They go to the offices, they invade the offices, they ransack it. They dehumanize the workers, journalists. So all they are doing to do what? To cow them, to put fear into them, to make them petrify and abdicate their functions and duties as the third estate of the realm, as the conscience of society. And they are succeeded in doing that. So that's why you have to listen to us, international community, because we are the one giving direct and true information of what is happening in Eastern Nigeria. Okay? So that is it. That is what we are saying.